Hey peeps, welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name is Arietta and today we are doing a crafty live and StreamYard have changed their camera settings and it's driving me mad. Hello everybody, sorry, having a bit of a mare here. Oh, it's mirrored everything and I don't like it. Okay, so I'm going to be upside down for today, I guess. This is very strange. I'm not a fan. So, who have we got? Hey Roxy, Emma, Katerina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, dearie me. Right. So, what are we up to today? So this month we're doing the Make It March event, and as a result of that, I am gonna have a go at doing this little partial. I probably won't get all of it done because it's single placing, but we'll have a go. Hey Shaz, I am feeling the similar pain that you felt in your live, in that the StreamYard camera settings are weird and I don't like them. I'm all topsy-turvy and it's very strange. But you are not late, Shaz. You're not late. Okay. I was scraping into being on time. But it's because I was shoveling pizza into my face 2 minutes before 8. Sip of coffee. Right. Okay. So, yeah. How is everybody? Let's start with that. I'm going to try and wiggle this camera around. Sorry if I'm making anybody feel seasick. It's so annoying. Okay, that'll do. I think it's not. I am hampered by the fact that the camera arm that I use for filming is also broken. So I feel like I'm being everything's working against me. Anyway, it is good to be here. I missed you all last week, even though I was definitely not good company. So, yeah. But yeah, I've been having fun doing some crafty things. If you watched Friday's update, I had done some pyrography, I've done some colouring, did a bit of diamond painting. Yeah. It's a fun time. I'm enjoying it. So it's always nice to do something a bit different for a change. So let's get these bits and pieces out. Some of that. So yeah, this was just a cheap and cheerful. I think it was from Fansells. Oh, Katerina watched my unboxing of Witch Casket and had to get one. Yes, I got a notification that my March one has shipped, so I was very excited. Yeah, then I saw a teaser for next month's, which I think possibly protection based. Certainly the teaser video that they put up, I think on Instagram it was, had like a magic circle with candles and stuff. So yeah, I am excited. A damp cat has jumped upon my desk. Are you joining us, Kuro? No? No. I can't say I'm not unhappy about that. You are glistening with dew. You've obviously been out in the rain. Right. So let's start by doing the stars. That'll be nice and easy. Yeah, excuse me, sorry. I think this was from Fansells. It's been kicking about in my stash for a while, and certainly from the time before I used to label things. So I haven't got a any writing or sticker or anything saying where it came from. But yeah, it's just a little fun one that I thought would be a nice thing to do. Oh, these are super cute. Look at those, they're sparkly. Oh, Pagan Planet is a book. Am I close enough to grab it? Hold on. I'll grab my copy. Oh, it's on the bookshelf over here. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's chat books for a bit. Why not? So, Pagan Planet is this one. So, oh, see, there we go. I've got to remember to turn everything upside down now. Sorry, excuse me. Oh my goodness, croaky as usual. Okay, so yeah, a bunch of pagans. Does it say how many? I can't remember how many of us did this one. Got together and everybody wrote a chapter. So, and it's all. This one is literally about like 21st century magic and paganism and all that stuff. Yeah, my chapter is it that one? Yeah, it is. So my chapter is about living in Hampshire and celebrating Samhain and working in a school and yeah, all of that stuff. But yeah, there's lots of, it's just literally people talking about their actual experiences of living as pagans in the modern day. So if you enjoy that one, then potentially these two would be worthwhile for you. So this is, oh, this upside down thing's gonna drive me mad. So naming the goddess and naming the god. Naming the goddess came first. Again, I think there was 80 of us in this instance. Yeah, over 80 people got together and wrote chapters on their specific favourite deities. So for me, I wrote about Epona. So yeah, there's my name in the book. Yeah, so my chapter is all about Epona. She's a horse goddess, and she is very central to my belief system. And then because of the success of this book, people were saying, can we have a, you know, sort of a partner book? So then we did this one, which is slightly smaller. But yeah, so this is broken down into sort of different gods, trickster gods, sun gods. My chapter in this one is about Herne the Hunter. So who is a sort of a version of the horned god. So thank you for sharing the list. Yeah, 7 Ages of the Goddess, which is this one, was I'm trying to think, when was this one? Gosh, this feels like a long time ago. What's the date in it? So 2017. So yeah, so this looks at working with goddesses and like actually sort of in practice. And then my chapter is on the digital age and working with gods and goddesses, or specifically goddesses really, but and the idea of kind of techno paganism, which is less I don't know, I think we've kind of almost gone past that and back out again now, but certainly it was, the idea of being a techno pagan was quite a buzzword in sort of late 90s, early 2000s. Now I think, you know, being a techie person is not really anything unusual. A lot of people use technology now, but also I think if I were to rewrite that chapter now, I would have to talk about lockdown and how that influenced the way that people worship and sort of the coming together of online groups and covens and Zoom rituals and stuff. So yeah, That would be where I'd go with that now. Everyday magic is literally that. So let's look at today. What's today in here? Where are we? What is the date? Oh my goodness, I don't even know. Tell me the date. Where is my iPad? It is the 15th today. So March 15th. Oh, so there's a poem today. So medicine man, healer and trickster, rattle and drum, talks to spirits on your behalf, finds the herd, feeding the tribe, dances for rain, refreshing Mother Earth, old ways lost when white man came, by Ronan Shaman. So some days there's a little poem, some days there is a recipe, there's something different every single time, so that's quite nice. I've got things sort of dotted throughout this one. I think this is where all the bookmarks are. So is that me? Oh yeah, so April the 5th is the next one of mine that's in here. So April showers. It's easy to be gloomy when the weather takes a turn for the worst. It can ruin your day and change your plans, but here is a spell to see those silver linings within the rain clouds. Think of a project, write it down and plant it along with some grass seed in a small pot. When those rains do come, take your pot outside and dance in the rain with it. See the silver raindrops nourishing your dreams and watch them grow. So just little tips, something for every day. And yeah, we all really enjoyed doing this one. It was nice to, in fact, it was a nice challenge because we had to keep the word count for each section really small. So yeah, I have 2 copies of that for some reason. And then this is probably the one that I am most proud of, maybe. So my chapter in this is about casting your own circle, so setting up your own branch of paganism, essentially. So which I go into the details of the Moon River Wicca tradition within Wicca. So yeah, they are something that I'm very proud of. I don't know, it's nice to be able to say I wrote that, and it's, you can just go on Amazon and buy it. It's and all of these books that I've showcased here are community project books where there's an editor and then a bunch of authors, so I'm certainly not trying to take credit for all of them, but yeah, completely honored to have been a part of it. So yeah, much fun. So you want to hear, sorry, my chat has completely stopped, I don't know what's going on. Hold on, I've got to you want to hear more about paganism, books that I would recommend? Well, I mean, obviously any of those. I started with sort of some, what would by today's standards probably be considered quite cheesy books. Maybe I'll do a little video showcasing sort of some of the bookcase and go through them. I think I would start off with something that details lots of different pagan paths so that you can decide which sort of branch speaks to you the most. And then you can kind of hone in on that particular aspect if you want to know more about it. Because there's no point reading, me recommending you a book on ceremonial magic if that's really not your bag. If what you really want is something very sort of nature based, then you might be more comfortable looking at druidry or maybe shamanism, hedge witchery. Honestly, there are as many pagan paths as there are pagans, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, certainly once you've got an idea of sort of the angle that you want to sort of look at, then I could certainly point you in the direction of a few different books. But yeah, I would be happy to do a little video. So finally placing some drills on this now. Hi Vicky. But yeah, in terms of general pagan books, there is one called The Pagan Path, and off the top of my head I cannot remember the author, and it's upstairs. No, it's gone out of my brain. But yeah, that's great because it's got like a chapter on a whole bunch of different pagan paths. Let me just, I'll have a quick Google, hold on. Pagan paths plural. Ah, yes, it is by Pete Jennings. There we go. So it's this one. Again, turn everything upside down for you. So Pagan Paths by Pete Jennings. That's great because it's got a little guide to a whole bunch of different stuff. And yeah, certainly was very helpful to me, particularly because although I was more or less, settled and with the path that I had found for myself, I was running open circles where there were lots of other pagans of different paths. So it was nice to kind of have a bit of an understanding of where they were coming from, so that, yeah, I understood what they were about, really. Gosh, you are quick with these links, Shaz. Well done. Thank you. That is, you're super fast. Oh dear. Yeah, so on, as we're in a little pagan-y bit at the moment, just a little reminder that I am doing a live ritual this month that will be on the 20th, and that will be to celebrate Ostara, which is a little bit like our Easter thematically. It's a spring festival, and it is when day and night will have become equal. So yeah, so it will be the spring equinox for those of us who are in the northern hemisphere, and if I don't know if we've got anybody in chat today, I don't think we do, but in the southern hemisphere, they will be celebrating the autumn equinox. So for both sides, day and night will be equal, but we're going into different seasons. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to sharing that with you again. If you're going to come and take part, I would recommend that you've got something sweet to treat yourself with. I like to go chocolate raisins if I'm doing a group ritual because they're easy to share with a lot of people. But obviously, if you are home, alone watching the live ritual, then you can indulge in whatever sweet treat you like, whether that be a huge bar of Galaxy or a tub of Ben & Jerry's or anything you want, really. But yeah, the Ostara ritual, we always finish with a sweet treat. So not being able to see the chat is very frustrating. Yes, next Monday. Yeah, so it'll be same time, same place, but just different day. And the live rituals tend to run about 45 minutes. So depending upon how much chatter we have afterwards, certainly won't be longer than an hour, I wouldn't have thought. Yes, bonus live. I don't know what I'm going to do about the Beltane live ritual, because I will be at a pagan camp. And I don't know. I mean, I will potentially be home in the evening, but whether I've got the brain capacity to do a live ritual after having been camping, I don't know. So time will tell on that one. Nearer the time, I'll figure that out. But yeah, that'll be next after this one, is May. It's sort of frustrating that there's not 12 festivals a year, but there's 8. What I might do is, still factor into my video schedule a witchy live once a month. So either it would be a ritual, or it would just be, a magic-y chat of some description. So we'll see. So these are really pretty as well. They're like little petals. Very pretty. They are going into the butterflies. Oh yeah, I am better than I was, definitely. Yes, thank you for asking. Yeah, it was a mixture of stuff. I think we've had some family tragedy recently. I've been generally under the weather. I got a migraine. I was super stressed because I'm now sort of, it's right, where to start? The injections that I take for my migraines are like a trial thing. And after the first 12-week course of them, I was really happy. Everything was going great. And I was due to have a consultation with the neurologist. However, I had a migraine the day of my consultation, so missed the phone call. And as a result of which, they pulled the funding for my medication. So I now have to kind of start from square one again. And they're now reassessing me in April to see if they can reapply for the funding to give me the medication again that was actually working. So it's red tape and it's stressful and I hate it. I have to jump through hoops just to get the help that was actually working. But I mean, from their point of view, I missed my appointment, therefore, that's it. No 2 strikes and you're out kind of stuff. No, none of that. No, it's just you missed your appointment, therefore no prescription. So it's frustrating. So yeah, there was just a lot of stuff going on and I am without good medication at the moment. So back to good old triptans. Yeah, it sucks. It really does. But I think it's because it's obviously, I'm lucky that they were treating me on the NHS, and this is a new drug that is being, I know I'm sort of one of the first people to have been able to get it in the UK. It's available, I know in Australia and in America people have got it, but obviously they have to pay for it. So because I joined a Facebook group for people that were on this medication, and everybody else there was in Australia, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is not the right place for me. So yeah, because they were all talking about things that meant nothing to me. So but yeah, so the medication is called Ajovy. It is do I have? Yeah. So it's like an EpiPen thing that you, yeah, so you press it, and so you get 3 of these injection pens, and you, at a time, they deliver them to your house, you keep them in the fridge, and then yeah, there you go, that's a better picture of it. So yeah, you just inject yourself once every 4 weeks, and then they give you a little sharp spin. When that's filled up, they send you another one. Oh, knocking everything down. Yeah, so if I can get it again, that would be amazing. I can't do lavender. That like, strong smells are one of my triggers. So yeah, I'm no good with sort of aromatherapy type headache cures, which is frustrating because, yeah. So no, I tend to go for a mixture of cold and hot, depending upon how I'm feeling. I tend to just sort of alternate between the two, and then dark room and just being grumpy until it's gone away. If I can take enough meds to kind of sleep and then just sleep through it, then that's the ideal situation. But yeah, so the injections are not too bad. They advise that you take them out of the fridge half an hour before needing to inject, because apparently it's more stingy if it's cold. So if you've let it come to room temperature, then yeah, apparently that's better. It's certainly, I don't know, I think the nerves before doing it the first time were far worse than actually doing it. And you can't see the needle or anything because it's in the sort of EpiPen style. So you don't see anything. You just put the thing against your skin, press it down, it clicks. You leave it there until it clicks again, take it away, and the needle is like retracted back inside. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. I didn't even get a bruise. I was they did recommend to me they said you could do thigh, like the front of your thighs or your tummy or the back of your arms. Obviously back of your arms you need somebody else to do it for you. I've got a lot of stretch marks on the tummy, so they recommended not to do that. So I went with thighs, and they just said like alternate which thigh you use each time, so that you're not constantly like aggravating one area sort of repeatedly. So yeah. But anyway, it's fine. I don't yeah, I can see why, you know, they can't treat people that don't follow through on their end of the bargain kind of thing, but I did think I might get another opportunity before they just were like, no, no meds for you. The citrate. Oh, okay. I don't know. I honestly didn't find it too stingy. It was, you know, I definitely think I've had, you know, ear piercings that were more painful. So yeah, it was okay. Yeah, no, I definitely don't like the idea of jabbing myself in the tum. No. But yeah, size was fine. I just sort of, you know, sat on a chair and did it, looking sort of down at what I was doing. And then I just got into the habit of, in my journal, on the days, so on the days where I had a jab, so yeah, so here I've put a JB injection, I've put an R so that I knew it was my right side. I did, so that then next time I would be able to look back and see where I did it. So yeah. Did anybody see my stupid mistake in my planning video where I chopped half, well, not half a page, that's the exaggeration, chopped the top of my page off? I was so mad. Oh, you've got a planner coming on Monday, Em. Is that the one that you bought from the lady on Facebook? Just happy accidents. I don't think chopping the top of my page off was a happy accident. I don't think I can swing that one into being a Bob Ross inspired event. Yeah, of course, because Em's planner that I Franken planned for her is only a 6 months one, I think. So, but that's not a bad idea, though. I suppose if you want to try planning and you're not sure, is to go for a sort of a half-year one, and then if you like it, you can get an extension. There's it's one of the nice things. There are many nice things about happy planners, but not the cost. So. Yeah. Oh yes, of course, Roxy. Yes, your pen. Please, please, please do post a picture of your pen to the Crafty Coven group so that other people can see. Roxy treated herself to a pen from Crafted Makes. So yeah, lovely stuff. I'm a bit jealous actually. There've been a lot of blanks that he's put up recently that I really like the look of. But I was hoping I could get away with using a multi-placer on this line, but they are not spaced as regularly as I would have liked. This pen's not picking up any wax. What's going on? There we go. But yeah, I need to check with Steve actually from I hope so. And certainly once I've got an okay from him, I'll pop the code out again so that anyone else that wants to make use of it can do. It was 15% off, which you can make all the difference. So. It's nice to do just a little partial. I haven't done a partial for ages. I've done stickers and things, you know. But yeah, this was I dug it out of my stash thinking that maybe I would use it during the Hearts and Diamonds event as a little something to do. Never got around to using it. So as I needed something for today and I wanted to do something that would still count towards my charity event, yeah, this is what we got. I love the idea of having feathers in the pen blank. It's yeah, really cool. Who was I watching the other day? It was one of the resin people on YouTube, and I cannot remember who it was, but they were using cotton wool soaked in resin, and then they were turning that so you end up with something that looks really fluffy but is actually solid. So, and I would think probably stronger because you've got those fibers sort of holding it all together. So it'd be interesting to sort of test that over time. So Oh, you're most welcome. Yeah, no, I love a bargain planner. I noticed that some of the 2023 planners on Amazon, the happy planners, some of the planners for this year are down to like £15 now. I'm seriously tempted to get one, just to, now that I've figured out how to go through and change all the dates so that it will work for any year. Yeah, I'm not so fussed about buying a planner that's for a specific year. If I can get one where I like the design or the style, then I can make it work. So but yeah, the one thing I think with the happy planner de-stash stuff, the only thing I will say is that it can get pricey if people are selling individual sticker sheets, because sometimes they'll put up individual sheets of stickers at like 40p a sheet, but by the time you've picked all the sheets that you like, you might as well have just bought a whole book. So just, yeah, got to think about it a little bit carefully. Gosh, 40 minutes in already. Where does the time go once I start chatting to you guys? Yeah, Shaz, you've got your postage to think about as well. That's crazy. Yeah, certainly one of the things that I had suggested is that moving forward, as much as I'm loath to say, I think I'm going to have to do separate prizes for overseas winners that are, so digital only prizes for overseas winners, and then physical prizes for people in the UK, just because the cost of posting things overseas is, yeah, it's not really, it's not doable. So yeah, it's it came as a bit of a shock. So, and it's such a shame because I want to be able to, have things worldwide and open to everybody, and I don't want to start saying, you can't take part. So I think the sort of the middle ground is to do what I know Diamond Grandma does, which is that if you are local to her, you can get a physical prize, and if you are not, then you can get a voucher. And yeah, I think that's probably the way forward. Yeah, that's the other thing, is to suggest that if you win and you're not in the UK, you have to pay shipping, or at least contribute to shipping, maybe. So yeah, I've seen so many people sort of caught out by that. And in fact, I was talking to Nix, and because I won a prize in her event, or her whip draw that she does every week, and so the prize was a voucher, but you can choose like 3 different shops to have the voucher for. So I wanted the voucher for her shop, but then reminded her I was in the UK, and she was like, "Oh no, I don't ship to the UK." Only during events, and like her big event that she's doing in May, she's doing worldwide shipping, but that is because she's got sponsors who are contributing towards the cost of postage. So yeah, that's the other thing to think of, is to maybe see if I can find a sponsor who, instead of offering a prize, will offer to help with the postage. So we will see. yeah, I mean, that was the thing. Even today, ordering from DP with Sparklers, I had a $25 voucher. I spent $16 on actual product. The rest of the money went on shipping. So, and then I still paid $6 on top of that to top up the shipping. So yeah, it's frustrating, but it's just, yeah, I guess we're all a bit spoiled by the idea of, you know, logistics from Amazon and stuff, where they can just get you stuff for free. But of course it's not free, it's a sunk cost in, you know, in other things. And they are huge companies, so they can figure it out, whereas, you know, somebody running a small business, it's just not doable. I know even Bailey J, who I've purchased from before, she's in Canada, and she well, she and we both got caught out by the fact that I opted for the cheapest shipping that she did to the UK, not realising that it was land shipping. So rather than going by air, it was, yeah, super slow. It took like 3 months to get here, which was fine once I realised that. I didn't mind waiting. But yeah, she's actually taken that off now because too many people were then coming back to her being like, where are my items? Why aren't they here yet? And she's like, well, you wanted cheap shipping, and cheap shipping is slow. It's just the way of it. Yeah, and then you've got to worry about the tax or yeah, import duties, and it's a bit of a minefield. So, not to mention all the complications that I know, you know, Shaz has had to work around with them UK not shipping things to outside countries due to that data leak or the hacking thing or whatever it was. Yeah, so you sent a parcel to Sam and it took 2 months. Yeah, and yeah, we'd all like to send tracked parcels, but that's an additional cost. So anyway, sorry, I feel like this is such a grumpy live. It was not my intention to come on here and grumble at you for an hour. Just setting the world to rights. So silly. But yeah, obviously, you know, talking of money and how none of us have any, my my charity event this month, the link to the Facebook page is in the description. So if you are able to give, you know, £1, you know, whatever you can afford, every little helps, as they say, and I would certainly really appreciate it. But we need to look after ourselves first. So I do not want anybody feeling that they have to donate to something that they can't afford. What I would much rather you do is share one of the charity update videos with a friend, or share it on Twitter, or share it somewhere else, so that even though maybe you can't afford to contribute, somebody else could see it and they might be able to afford to contribute. So because I do think it's important. Yeah, I went through in the update 1 video, I went through all the different ways that the money will be used, and yeah, it's trying to remember now. I think it was £75 a day would fund like one person at the end of a phone, to support people that are recently diagnosed or yeah, struggling with motor neurone disease. Certainly it wasn't something that I knew an awful lot about. I mean, most people, know who Stephen Hawking is, but that's kind of the extent of people's knowledge sometimes. It was only when we had a friend who was diagnosed, and it was such a swift decline from a person who was bubbly and full of life to person who was not there anymore. So yeah, I think it's a bit misunderstood really as an illness. And yeah, so when I saw that they were running a craft-based charity event, I thought it made perfect sense for me to do it, having done the Shout event last year. And yeah, just it was close enough to home to feel relevant for me to do it. Yeah, he really did. Yeah. Faded. And I mean, even now I sort of, occasionally go look at his Facebook pictures, and yeah, when people say you become a shadow of your former self, that was very, very true. Oh, Roxy, you still struggling with cat eared? I don't know if it'll be any help, but I will try and connect you with one of the women from Cat Eared. Is in, I don't think she's in the Crafty Coven group, but she certainly follows my Crafty Witch page. If I can get in touch with her, I'll see if that might be a better way of getting you some answers, because I remember you mentioning before that you were waiting for an order, and I of course had said really nice things about them, so it makes me upset that they're not living up to the promise of delivering what they should. Tickly throat again. Time for coffee. This week's coffee is cold. Wasn't originally, but it is now. It's fairly true to form for me though. It's either scalding hot and I'm trying to down it, or I've left it so long it's now a coffee milkshake. This pen, this came from you're gonna test me now. It was a lady who makes pens. Yes, that. Sorry. I did an unboxing video and I can't remember. That's really bad. She was on Etsy. I sent her some pink pens because that's what she uses as the basis for these pens. So I sent her some pink pens, and in return she sent me this pen and another one which is a purpley colour, or like a lilac-y colour, I should say. Yeah, where is that? For now can't find it. But she is based in America, so again we're back to the shipping problem, that even though she was sending me pens for free, I did have to pay shipping. So, but yeah, it's nice actually, because it's, obviously it's got a pink pen at its core, but it's just just a little bit more chunky and quite nice for small things. No, it wasn't Roxy. Oh gosh. Okay. Bear with me. I've got my iPad sat right next to me. I just need to look back through my old videos to find it. Let's see. Hello. Hey. Can you come say hello? Was that a yes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come say hello then. This is Oscar coming to join us. So just, there you go. Stick a hand under there. Wave.
Hi.
Auntie M's in the chat. You can read the chat there. And Pencil Surprises is Sharon that made your emerald for you.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is the emerald. Go. It's so shiny. Right. I need to look up this video quickly. So, oh, you know when you could normally do something really fast and then somebody asks you to do it quickly and suddenly you can't do anything. That's kind of where I'm at now. It will be accessories. I have playlists for a reason. I should use them. Right, my videos. Sort by. Oh dear. Sorry, peeps. This is very unprofessional of me. I should remember these things a little bit better. I need like some hold music or some music for this sort of time. Now, when would it have been? I feel like it was unboxing. No, not that one. Unboxing embroidery, nerdy crafter, one day saving. I forget how many things I have unboxed. I bet I didn't do it as an unboxing video. I bet I did it as part of something else. That's bound to have been the case. Silk painting, colouring, everyday Edith. Where is it? Oh, maybe it was in that one. Was it in that one? Let's have a look. Nope, not that one. Okay, if I can't find it, then I'll pop details down in the thingy afterwards, because I will find it. It's just gonna take me a minute, and yeah, I will do. I will it's just frustrating to because I feel bad for her that I can't remember the name of her business, or and she was kind enough to send me things. Goodness, no, it's very frustrating. I'm so sorry. But yes, I will definitely find it, and I will put the details in the group and in the description for this, because it's a lovely pen, and obviously some of you guys watching this aren't in the UK and so can happily order from UK Etsy sellers and US Etsy sellers with no worries at all. So this is actually coming together quite nicely. It's I'm definitely not going to get it all done in the next 2 minutes, obviously, but yeah, I think I'm gonna carry on with this one, and well, you'll get to see it finished in the Friday update. So yeah, so what else? We've got 5 minutes or so before I finish this up tonight. Is there anything else people wanted to chat about? questions you want to ask. On the subject of questions, I was thinking about doing once this month is finished, and I'm not doing the charity event anymore, I was thinking about doing like an Ask Me Anything kind of live. So if you've got burning questions, feel free to pop those in the comments of frankly any of my videos, and I will collate those all together and then do a live where I am answering viewers' questions, and that can be about anything, you know, whatever you want. What did I eat for breakfast? Or yeah, what was the first diamond painting that I bought? Or I don't know. Favorite music? I don't know. Yeah, so there's some scope there for you to embarrass me as you see fit, really. No, not recorder me. No. They do have nice pens. I have lots of their pens. These are some of theirs. They're more sort of fancy shape pens, they're ones. Yeah, I've got 3 from them. I think they're all yeah. I have too many pens. I don't need as many pens as I've got. But yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. I will find it and I will put it in the... Oh, new diamond painting arrived today. All pinks and purples. Lovely. What's the image? Oh yeah, I had a fruit one. I don't think it came from them, but I broke the tip of it, and I keep meaning to. Yeah, I cracked the end of mine, so I find the camera. There we go. Yeah, I took a chunk out the end, trying to get a tip out that had got stuck. So at some point I will fill the end with resin so it's not scratchy, and then I can still use it again. So. Oh, DAC wishes. Hang on. See, searching for other people's stuff seems to be so much easier. Yes, she's beautiful. No, go away. Stop it. Oh my God, it's trying to sell me things. Go away. Okay, there we go. This one. Yeah, she's lovely. Really, really nice. I like that a lot. Yeah. Oh, hair to die for. Oh, just noticed that they've got a buy one get one 50% off spring offer at the moment. Oh no, that's bad. No, don't go and look. Do not. But yeah. Oh, really lovely though. Yeah, I do like that. Erica the Goober is yeah, she's got some lovely stuff on and that her, where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Yes, Izzy the Beekeeper is one that I've looked at a couple of times. So that's that one. Yeah, super cute. That would suit you, Shaz, because it's bees and witches. So yeah, if anyone's interested, try and make that bigger for you. There you go. So buy one get one 50% off. with code SPRING50. There we go. Obviously, if you've not shopped with Diamond Art Club before, you can use my code, which will get you $10 off your first order, but it's only for first purchases. So if you've bought from them before, it's no good, sadly. I must find out what our winners purchased with their vouchers and things. So yeah, I'll have to do a I might put up a post on Crafty Coven and get people to share pictures of their prizes. So yeah. Shaz, do you know if Dee has received her pen from Crafty Makes yet? I'm sure she'd have probably told me if she had, but okay, so she's not had it yet. All right. Well, I'm sure it's incoming because I know that she's spoken to Steve. So I think he was adding something to the prize pack. So yeah, who knows? There'll be things in that even I don't know about. So, right, my loves. It's gone 9 o'clock. Where does the time go? I have just about finished the black drills on here, which were not the most exciting colour for me to have picked to do, I realise. And also they're the plain regular drills, whereas everything else is all shiny and pretty. Should have done that really. But oh well. So the next time you see this, it will be on Friday's video and it will be all finished. And yeah, you'll get to see it. In the meantime, please do exactly what Pencil Surprises says. Take care of yourself and each other. Self-care is not selfish, it's a necessity. Please do consider to like, share, subscribe. If you're not already, consider becoming a member of the Crafty Coven. You can do that on the Facebook group, or you can choose to support the channel using Patreon. I am super grateful to everybody that does that. It is, yeah, I'm blown away that people want to support me. It means the absolute world. The the money from last month's Patreon is going to go towards buying me a new camera arm, and the money from March I am going to put half of the Patreon support money towards the Motor Neurone charity, so that yeah, the Patreon stuff will go to support this event as well. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, so thank you to everybody for being here for this slightly chaotic live with me. I will figure out camera angles for next time, I promise, so I'm not all reversed and upside down. And in the meantime, if you do have any burning questions, you can always find me on all the socials, or you can leave a comment for me down in the comments section. So until next time, stay crafty.